Hello everyone. Today I am going to be reading the Day 3 Convective Outlook delineated by the Storm Prediction Center. It was delineated, it was delineated at 2:27 a.m. Central Daylight Time, which is 3:27 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Thursday, August 7th. Currently, right now, we have a slight risk across extreme southeastern Minnesota into extreme northeastern Iowa and central Wisconsin. Uh, Maybe it will be expanded to the UP of Michigan, but who knows? The probabilistic outlook, it's basically like the same thing as the marginals and the slights that were delineated on here. Well, I should say the marginal and the slight, because there's only one of each. It's really the same thing. A marginal equates to a 5% probability of any severe weather threat, and a slight risk equates to a 15% risk of any severe weather threat. So it's really kind of redundant to show the categorical outlook and the probabilistic outlook. So let's just get into it. So, Day 3 Convective Outlook, National Weather Service, Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma, 2:27 a.m. Central Daylight Time, 3:27 a.m. Eastern, Thursday, August 7th, 2025. Valid Saturday at 12Z to Sunday at 12Z. There's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms across parts of the upper Midwest. Summary. Isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms will be possible on Saturday from the southern plains to the Great Lakes, with the greatest threat concerned from northeastern Iowa into central and northeastern Wisconsin, upper Midwest, and the Great Lakes. A mid-level trough will move eastward across the northern plains on Saturday as cyclonically curved southwesterly flow remains over the upper Midwest. At the surface, a cold front will advance southeastward into Iowa, Wisconsin, and the western Great Lakes. As surface temperatures warm during the day, moderate and potentially strong instability is forecast ahead of the front. Increasing low-level convergence ahead of the front should result in scattered thunderstorms by the afternoon. A more persistent convective complex could persist from late afternoon into the evening, with this cluster projected to move east-southeastward across southern Wisconsin and northeastern Iowa during the early evening. Along this track, ML Cape values are forecast to be in the 3,000 to 5,000 joules per kilogram range. In addition, low-level lapse rates are forecast to be steep, and moderate deep layer shear should be in place. This should be enough for severe thunderstorm development. Damaging wind gusts will be possible with the more intense line segments, and hail could also occur. Southern and central plains to the mid-Missouri Valley. West-southwesterly mid-level flow will be in place across much of the southern and central plains on Saturday. At the surface, a cold front is forecast to move southward through the central plains. Near the front, the surface dew points are going to likely be in the 60s to lower 70s, and they will contribute to moderate instability by the afternoon. Within this air mass, large-scale ascent is forecast to remain weak. However, isolated convective initiation will be possible along parts of the front as low-level convergence becomes maximized. Due to steep to mid-level lapse rates and sufficient deep layer shear, an isolated severe threat could develop. A few severe gusts and hail will be the primary threats. That was the Day 3 outlook. The Day 3 outlook will be valid on Saturday at 8 a.m. Thank you guys for tuning in. And hopefully, if you live in central Wisconsin, northeastern Iowa, and extreme southeastern Minnesota, you'll be prepared. Also, just generally, if you live in the green areas spanning from northeastern New Mexico through northern Texas, through the panhandle of Oklahoma, through southeastern Colorado, through Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, Missouri, extreme northwestern Illinois, basically the entire most of Michigan, most of Wisconsin, and most of the UP of Michigan. Please stay prepared. See ya.